Right. Hello? Some cars are like a sensible pair of trousers. They get you from point A to point B without any fuss. They're beige, and frankly a bit dull. Then you get cars like this, the Audi RS3. On the surface, it looks like a perfectly respectable premium German hatchback that a junior executive might drive. It's got 4 doors, a boot, and seats for for people you're legally obligated to transport. But beneath that veneer of corporate responsibility lurks an absolute barking mad lunatic. This isn't just a fast car, it's a pocket-sized supercar masquerading as a family runabout, a vandal in a Hugo Boss suit. Now, you might think you know the RS3. You've seen the reviews, you've read the stats, you've probably even configured one online when you were supposed to be working. But I'm here today to tell you that what you think you know is merely the tip of a very large, very fast, and very loud iceberg. We're going to peel back the layers of this German onion and uncover some truths about this machine that might just rearrange your brain. These aren't just facts, they are reasons why this might be one of the most brilliantly unhinged cars on sale today. So buckle up, because the Iceman is about to take you on a journey into the heart of Audi's most ferocious compact. We're going to ignore the marketing fluff and get straight to the oily, noisy, brilliant bits. We will explore the engineering genius, the barely legal performance, and the sheer audacity of putting this much power into a car of this size. Prepare to have your perceptions shattered. And on that bombshell, let's begin. Let's start with the heart of the beast, the engine. In an age where every car company is downsizing to dreary 4-cylinder engines that sound like a distressed washing machine, Audi has done something magnificent. They've stuck with a 5-cylinder. It's a 2.5-liter turbocharged masterpiece, and it is the absolute soul of this car. It's not just an engine, it's a statement, a glorious, defiant middle finger to the bland conformity that's creeping into the automotive world. The power it produces is, of course, immense, but that's only half the story. The other half is the noise. This isn't just exhaust noise, it's a musical composition. It's got a firing order of 1, 2, 4, 5, 3, which if you're not a complete anorak, means it sounds like nothing else on the road. It's a deep, guttural, offbeat warble at low revs that builds into a feral, howling crescendo that echoes the legendary Group B Quattro rally cars of the 1980s. It's a sound that makes the hairs on your arm stand up. It's the sound of pure, unadulterated mechanical violence, a sound that tells everyone within a 3-mile radius that you are having more fun than they are. It's brilliant. Now, having over 400 horsepower in a small hatchback is, to use a technical term, a bit silly. In the old days, all that power going through the front wheels would result in so much torque steer, you'd end up in a hedge before you'd left your own driveway. But this is an Audi, which means it has a secret weapon, Quattro. And this isn't the same system your geography teacher has in his A4 all-road. This is Quattro on steroids, designed specifically to handle the sort of power that can rearrange tectonic plates. It's a system born from the mud and snow of the world's rally stages. What it does, in essence, is constantly think. It's more intelligent than some people I know. It measures grip, throttle position, and steering angle hundreds of times a second, deciding precisely where to send the power for maximum effect. The result is a car that claws at the tarmac with supernatural tenacity. You can come into a corner at a speed that seems frankly idiotic, stamp on the power, and instead of understeering into the nearest field, the car just grips and goes. It catapults you out of the apex with a ferocity that defies physics. It's a confidence-inspiring, physics-bending party trick that turns ordinary drivers into heroes. Let's talk numbers for a moment, because they are genuinely staggering. Audi claims this car will go from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds. Let me put that into perspective for you. That is faster than a Ferrari F40. It's faster than a Lamborghini Diablo. It is supercar territory, from a car that you can use to take your children to school. The sheer violence of the acceleration has to be experienced to be believed. It's a proper pin you to your seat, rearrange your internal organs kind of launch. And it's all thanks to a combination of that monstrous engine, the lightning-fast dual-clutch gearbox, and the aforementioned Quattro system. You engage launch control, hold the brake, floor the accelerator, and the car builds boost like a pressure cooker about to explode. Release the brake, and all 4 wheels bite down hard, firing you at the horizon with such ferocity that the world outside dissolves into a blur. It's addictive, it's brutal, and it's utterly, utterly hilarious. Doing it once is a thrill. Doing it repeatedly is a sign you probably need to see a therapist. For years, fast Audis have had a reputation for being a bit clinical. Tremendously fast, yes, but perhaps a bit sterile. They gripped and went, but they didn't necessarily play. Well, the engineers in Ingolstadt, clearly after a few too many large German beers, decided to fix that. They've added something called the RS Torque Splitter, and with it, a setting in the Drive Select menu called RS Torque Rear. But let's call it what it really is, Drift Mode. A button that transforms this all-wheel drive missile into a rear-wheel drive hooligan. What this clever bit of kit does is allow the car to send up to 100% of the available torque to just one of the rear wheels. Engage the mode. Find a suitably large and empty piece of tarmac, turn the wheel, apply a generous amount of throttle, and the sensible Audi hatchback suddenly becomes a tire-smoking, sideways drifting maniac. It allows for big, controlled, graceful slides that make you feel like a driving god. It's a completely unnecessary, childish, and irresponsible feature. And for that reason, it is probably the best thing about the entire car. It proves the Germans do, in fact, have a sense of humor. As Isaac Newton famously said, what goes ludicrously fast must also stop ludicrously fast, or you end up as part of the scenery. And when a car accelerates like the RS3, you need brakes that are more than up to the job. You need anchors. Fortunately, Audi has fitted some. As standard, you get enormous steel discs, but for the truly committed, there's an optional ceramic brake package. These are not just brakes, they are works of engineering art. Lighter, more resistant to heat, and capable of stopping the car with breathtaking force. These brakes are designed for the racetrack. They can handle repeated, heavy braking from high speed without fading into a spongy, terrifying mess. On the road, this translates to an immense feeling of security. You know that no matter how quickly you're going, a firm press of the middle pedal will haul you to a stop with eyeball-popping immediacy. The pedal feel is perfect, allowing for precise modulation so you're not constantly headbutting the windscreen. They are, in short, overkill in the best possible way. A car this potent can't just look like its lesser siblings. It needs to visually communicate its performance credentials. It needs to look mean. And the RS3 absolutely does. It's not just a body kit bolted on as an afterthought. The aggression is baked into its very metal. The front wings are properly flared and blistered to accommodate a wider track. And they even feature a functional air vent behind the front wheels. It looks muscular, purposeful, and genuinely angry. Then there's the front end. The signature Audi single-frame grille is present, but here it's a vast black honeycomb mesh that looks like it wants to inhale small hatchbacks and slow-moving cyclists. The air intakes on either side are colossal, feeding cool air to the engine and brakes. At the back, you have a subtle roof spoiler and, of course, the two huge oval exhaust pipes that are an RS trademark. It's a design that is aggressive without being loutish. It's confident, athletic, and it tells everyone you pass that this is not a car to be trifled with. So it's biblically fast, it grips like a terrified limpet, it drifts like a hooligan, and it stops on a sixpence. Surely then, it must be a nightmare to live with every day. It must have suspension made of granite and a driving position designed for a contortionist, right? Wrong. And this, perhaps, is the RS3's most incredible trick. Because when you're not driving it like your hair is on fire, it's a car. A perfectly comfortable, usable, and practical car. Put it in comfort mode, and the exhaust quietens down, the suspension softens, and the gearbox shifts smoothly and unobtrusively. It has a beautifully made interior, with comfortable sports seats, a great sound system, and all the technology you could ever want. You can fit adults in the back. The boot is big enough for the weekly shop, you can potter around town, sit in traffic, and navigate multi-story car parks without any drama. It's this Jekyll and Hyde personality that makes it so compelling. It's a genuine supercar that you can use every single day. So there we have it, the Audi RS3. It's a car that fundamentally shouldn't exist in our sensible, sanitized modern world. It's too fast, too loud, and far too much fun. It's a masterpiece of engineering that blends mind-bending performance with a sort of everyday usability that makes it a genuinely viable proposition. It's a car with a dual personality, 1 minute a civilized premium hatchback, the next a fire-breathing monster that wants to tear up the tarmac. It's this incredible breadth of talent that makes it, in my opinion, one of the most desirable cars on the planet right now. But that's just my take on it. I'm keen to know what you think. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Is it the lunatic 5-cylinder engine, the hooligan drift mode, or the fact you can do the school run in a car that's faster than a classic Ferrari? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you've been lucky enough to drive one of these, share your experience. I want to hear all the glorious, irresponsible stories. This is a community for people who love cars, after all. And on that note, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the magnificent lunacy of the RS3 and you want more content that gets under the skin of the world's greatest cars, then do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell so you don't miss what's coming next. There's a lot more power, noise, and questionable opinions on the way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.